Well, how you guys doing? Everything
okay.
Solid. And then the saying a chairman back.
What I say?
I'll flex in the true once again. It's the only Italia cameras in the true. All right, beautiful people. You guys know how we always do it. Today, it's much more of. Hey, by the way, I'm screenshot here.
Send them on or something else.
Aha, unim.
Hey, I will free one.
Madam Sende comment to be mommy. It's it was a comment.
Why is it chat?
Oh, but see me call chat anymore.
Yeah, I think there was some photos and share.
Oh no, I'm trying to chat anymore.
Oh, okay.
Grandma's told you saying, Mabi.
Hey, Mabi, Adam, Mabi.
And
then you open it. Open
no,
it.
Mabi, like some old
right. So we are still in your friend is saying mental health awareness, you know, energies and things like that.
Yeah.
What do you see here? And in our recent episodes, you know, it was much more of mental health stuff.
Yeah.
Month of June is men's mental health.
And I like how everyone is gone quiet on it though.
It's normal. I say I quite Father's Day, you know. Charlie, I know to forget it. Very normal.
Now the thing is, if you guys are not talking about it, why not expect to say they'll talk about it for you people?
But Mumudi and saying so it's supposed to be reciprocal. If we do for you, do for us. It's like Oba birthday or to me your wish list.
No.
Bear my on your wish list, but at least you are.
The thing is, women speak out more when it comes to mental health awareness.
Okay.
More than the men.
So why is it that we men
when you guys get to your turn, you don't advocate it for your own self, but you want someone to talk about, like women to talk about before you come in.
Okay. So when it's about women's mental health and men are not talking about it, what are your complaints?
Well, we still talk about it anyway.
No, what are your complaints?
We don't complain about it.
You complain about it.
You do.
We don't.
Especially the feminists.
We don't complain about it.
No, madam, don't come and do that here.
Madam, this your angle there is so acute, please.
Don't come and do that here.
No.
We all know we advocate for women's mental health more than anything in this world.
No. But listen, I understand that when it comes to men's mental health, like, you know, even from the onset, the whole stigmatization that a guy is supposed to be like what, he's not supposed to show feelings and blah, 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 blah. Now we are moving away from it. You guys are the same people that are fighting for equality. So if you are fighting for equality, if I give you this much, this much pressure or this much appreciation, I also expect the same thing back. Is it not equal society?
Thank you.
So the fact that I don't say it doesn't mean that you are not supposed to do it. Nothing is supposed to stop you from doing it.
Exactly. It's as simple as that. If you ladies voice out, we as men, we voice out. But the truth of the matter is, you women actually tend to judge us.
Of course.
Claiming that we are soft.
We are soft.
Claiming that
why are you giving me female energy? What I say,
when you are talking, we don't talk. We listen.
Who even
right now?
Who asked you to talk?
Hold on.
Who asked you to talk?
You see, this is the problem. You are saying we don't talk. When we talk, problem.
No, hold on. Right now, right? Most women are now understanding men.
Why is it now?
Or we've noticed that you guys, your voices needs to be heard. That's it.
Yeah.
So right now we are giving you that kind of understanding mindset.
Okay.
For you guys to, or open room for you people to speak out.
Okay.
So it's not like the world has changed. Where men can speak out and women can also speak out.
But you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. So if you are now giving me the chance to speak up, I'm not going to wake up one day and start telling you everything. It's going to start from somewhere.
Then we are not also going to do it for you people.
You see. Meanwhile, she was the first person that said, why are men not talking?
Now we are starting from somewhere
to a problem. Oh, this is why, this is not even part of today's thing that we are going to talk about. But this is one of the major issues why men don't open up to women.
Of course.
Don't we listen?
What listen? Is this listening? You are just hearing us talk. You are not comprehending what we are saying.
But you know the funny thing,
so
even if
right
you listen,
now,
even if you guys listen, or even if you listen, in the long run, I'm going to use it against him. It's like, oh, at the other time when you were doing this, now it's my turn and blah blah blah. It's always everything has to be transactional when it comes to these things.
That's what you guys think.
What do you mean?
That's what it is.
That's what you guys are doing, and we are telling you what you ladies are doing. You are telling me that's what we.
It's supposed to be transactional. Everything transaction.
I don't do that, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So one of our episodes, we were talking about there was a story that came up that was linked to baby reindeer, and it was about SA, sexual assault, and we had a comment on TikTok, and it came from Priscilla, who is in Ghana, saying, I have been SA twice, and I will not be doing any sexual acts with my life partner either if I get married. This was the comment. And our own Madame Benis replied saying, have you tried therapy? And she replied again saying, I tried to get therapy, but my African mom doesn't believe in that and says I don't need one. So I keep everything to myself.
But I think we even kind of like touched on this whole therapy thing about how like most people view or see because it's like people don't even believe in therapy in the first place. So it's like,
did we touch on it?
A little.
It was a comment that was passed.
No, we didn't really dive into it. Yeah. But
let's peel those layers up. Why is it that some Africans frown against therapy or have a different perception when it comes to therapy? Let's start from you, Ivan. You wanted to talk. I'll be with you then you don't want to talk.
Yeah, no. But because, let me start it from this angle, right? Mm-hmm. One thing about Africans, or one thing I think is just like human behavior in general, right? Mm. Adapting or accepting change is a bit difficult in the sense that, okay, you have your ways of doing things. Let me just bring it back to Africa. We have our primitive, like let's say agriculture, right? We have our primitive ways of planting our maize. We know seasonal. Now is the raining season. You have to plant maize. Yeah. How we do it. Yeah. And then now someone comes in and says, oh, why don't you plant your maize in the sunny season or during summer? But I can teach you how to use this fertilizer to plant the maize and make it yield the same way it's going to yield during the raining season.
Right.
To adapt to that, that change in an instance is something that we are not used to. You have to, like, let's say, prove to us why I should change what my great-great-grandfathers were doing and it was working for them to your new system that I don't even know if it's going to work or not.
Right.
Long and short of it all, when it comes to risk, we are a bit reluctant, So back to the mental health thing. Growing up, or our great-great-grandfathers, yes, we all know the whole story. We all know how, when it comes to men voicing out, or when it comes to people seeking help from another person or another human, it's difficult.
Right.
So it's more or less like, in this modern age, of course, we know things are changing and things are far advanced. So, we have someone who is specifically trained to listen, advise, and direct you on the right things to do. Mm-hmm. But to us, or if I say us, I mean Africans, some Africans, sorry. Mm-hmm. To some Africans, they still don't see it to be something that is going to, yield any result. Mm. So they don't see the importance of, people even get married and they don't even want to go for counseling because they say, oh, even the person that is going to counsel me has married twice and it didn't work. Yeah. So what shows that this person can advise me on what to do in my marriage? So it's just a whole mentality thing, because if you have parents, like the comment said, if you have parents or you have people who have not also been able to update themselves when it comes to how this modern world works. It will be very difficult for you to even take certain decisions, or let's say try and even advise them on new, even when it comes to medicine. So we still have people who are stuck with the herbal. Whilst they've made, maybe the herbal is going to take time. The scientific has given you a pill that you're going to take that is going to maybe cure your headache in 30 minutes. No, they would rather prefer to do the herbal and drink it for 2 days to be able to cure that same headache. They don't believe in it, so it's just the mindset. So everything starts up there until the mindset or people change the way they think. It's going to be difficult for most Africans to really embrace this whole therapy thing in the first place. And I've talked about the problem. I have a little bit of a solution.
Okay. Let's hear from B, then later we talk about the solutions.
Okay. From my point of view, I think when it comes to this sexual abuse thing, most parents want it to be kept in the family.
True. That's very true.
Because the more you talk about it, the more it looks like you are selling them out.
Like they're bad parents.
They failed as a parent to protect you.
Facts. Yeah. Facts.
So things like this happening to you, they will be like, keep quiet, don't tell anyone. We are going to solve it ourselves and you know the way out. And it would be hurting the male child or the female child.
Like the victim.
Like being the victim. And I don't know if they put some kind of fear in the child so that he or she won't be able to speak out.
Yeah, I get you.
But I think it's respect.
Respect, like
they respect their parents so much. So this is more or less like, so why can't they end their minute,
It's a very good point that you stemmed off from, because it's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true. And it has a very big impact on that child, because now that child has nobody to talk to.
Especially if you're living in society whereby most people are illiterate and they get to know, they get to know that they are being sexually abused. It's become some kind of mockery to you.
And the thing is, being illiterate is like, since you are illiterate, like we're just going to laugh over it. But we are living in societies where like there's a higher like level of illiteracy, do you understand, and ignorance within that society. And like, especially when it comes to these whole mental health issues and sexual assaults and stuff like that now, like it's a fact. People are so ignorant about it. They have zero ideas like what these victims are going through. Now, this victim wants to talk about it and she believes it's about going to therapy or having therapy. But I believe that the matter is coming off from the point that you raised. Oh, you don't need therapy.
The family will handle it.
You don't need therapy because she doesn't want it to go out, really and truly.
You're going to sell out your story.
Exactly. And also, it comes off from what Ivan too was saying.
Yeah.
You don't need therapy because she doesn't understand how therapy can help you eventually. You understand me? So let's come back to the solution that you were talking about.
No, because just to add up to what she said, I think, it's like, so the parents' approach is like the general approach. Okay, you don't want the story to go out for the family to become like a laughing stock or whatever.
Right.
But think about the kid, like, the victim that has been through it. Like, what are you going to do to take off that trauma?
I think that is where your point comes in. They have zero idea on how the kid is feeling in the first place. You don't understand the whole mental health
and it becomes so critical, especially when the person who abused the lady or the guy is actually from the family.
Oh, yeah. Like the uncles and the aunties. And you actually have fathers that did that.
No one, they don't care about the victim. They rather care about the respect of the person.
Sometimes they even find it difficult to believe that he did that to you or she did that to you.
Exactly.
They be like, I didn't know person.
But I think Charlie, we are in a world where it's a see me a tree and free me country no Matias massa. It's a mentality, no. Because there are so many kids that are committing suicide because of these things. Do you understand me? There are people that are ending up in mental hospitals and you don't understand why they are going crazy. It's
crazy.
But they say, I want to hear that because at the end of the day, we only 3 more drain. Do you understand? They come back home and this same uncle is in their same house. They come back home and this same auntie is in the same house. Do you understand? They come back home and this same cousin is in this same house. What are they going to do?
The trauma is like flashback. Like anytime they see the person, it's like they start having flashback.
They keep reliving
the trauma.
Then they grow up and they start taking decisions like what this girl took. Imagine me meeting this woman. I want to marry you. Was a on a menda. And I remember so that means all our children, we are going to do insemination. It means what?
Maybe I bet you or the minister hand job.
That one it will give them serious trauma. But I mean, that was just the funny side of it. But what was the solution you wanted to talk about?
Okay, so I mean, based off, like a little experience I have working with like community sensitization and things like that, I believe that the only way our people are going to, let's say, accept a certain level of change is when you involve them in the process from the beginning to the end. Okay. So in that way, they see they are involved. Two, they also see that, this is what I did. This is the results. So they see everything from the beginning to the end. And that way it will change. It will kind of like, how to say, like make them change a little bit.
Okay.
So the thing is like, let's say community. So you have to start from the grassroots because you can't just say, okay, if I put a commercial on TV about mental health, everyone is going to see and everyone is going to pick from it.
Right.
Everyone watches TV at different times, especially you. Oh, share movie, how much no be ada nothing. Sorry, share movie. I've been so fridge, but I've not share news and everyone. Everyone has his own time of doing things. So I believe if like let's say they organize workshops. You remember like when it came to AIDS in Ghana?
Yes.
Did you see how
the high level of advertisements and
I remember I was in JHS or something. They even came to our school to talk to us about it, gave us condoms and that is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
So I think if we take on that same approach when it comes to mental health, I think it will help. I mean, Ghana now it's a bit, I wouldn't say advanced, but it's in the step in the right direction when it comes to mental health because like even now when you are involved in an accident and then let's say someone passes away and things like that, they offer free mental health sessions for you.
Okay, grief mental health sessions. That's good.
So it's a step in the right direction. So I believe if these things are made accessible and the community is involved from the grassroots and everything is laid plain, as in, I say, if you like try this, if you like do this. I remember with the condom, they even made us put like a whole bucket of water to see how durable,
strong and
it is. So that means no matter the pump or the atopan.
You have to go into details to explain this.
It is not going to rip. So I think that's what we need because we need to see the results. Right. I can't just say because you said this, so I'm going to go with what you say and then I'll do it. No, show me, teach me, involve me, and then by doing so, I believe people are going to try and change and start thinking in that direction.
Solid. Madam, what do you back on?
Well, I think the parents should give it a try because there's no harm in trying.
Okay.
And they should also accompany the child as well. They should get involved in it.
Right.
Accompany the child and see how things goes rather than saying no to it.
Right.
And not knowing how it will lead.
Right. These are solid good points. And one thing I'll also add up to it is, most of the time, children spend time outside of home than they are at home.
Yeah.
Okay, they spend more than 10 hours outside than inside. And most of these hours, they are in school. True. So I believe that there should be a system where almost every school should have like a mental health specialist at least. Because just as then they bring teachers into the schools, like people, like one person should be appointed in that school that handles all these kids. Do you understand?
Just like a school, they have a pharmacy.
You're a PE teacher, but you need mental health.
Not the cat idea, but it becomes, they call them counselor. Most of the schools get. But then the teachers now, they won't chop the girl. So if the girl get problem, how you go the teacher in there? It did because I can't say the time I did JHS today. SS today.
During my time,
school, there wasn't a counselor.
It was actually the headmaster was doing that. So if there's something going on in the school or there's
you have a
something
personal
bothering somebody, then the headmaster will just come and call you, have a one-on-one talk with you.
But if you say,
because I didn't experience that in my school.
Now we are stubborn. We can't crowd.
They don't care about mental health. They don't care about mental health.
You go orientation.
Oh, go orientation.
You go, we know yesterday and get, if you have a problem, talk to this man, then it be
medics. No, it be medics.
No, like even academics.
It be the same. Medics, academics, then,
it be the same person. It be indirect way of telling you that if you have any mental issue, talk to this man.
No, but like what I'm trying to push across, I'm not saying people don't understand, but what I'm trying to push across is like let there be that clear understanding.
Yeah. So no, just to correct. So somebody
okay. So
no, so make them make easily accessible.
Exactly.
And also the people for not chop the game. No, because there was this one for inside. I just to correct.
Because what did they talk? You make a kai one of my triggers. Be teacher be chimige be born upon. I don't be a teacher. I'm a door, you know. Why did they laugh?
It is. That's in the kai.
All right. So I think with this side of things, what do you say? Let's give mental health awareness a go, and work on things and make things proper. What's more here?
Accessibility, make it accessible.
The
easily accessible.
High. What do you say?
In the beginning, make it free.
Exactly.
So story way hit me. You say like so small girl, 15 or 16 years. Where like she did when I there for Ghana there. Like in me then opinion they so grandmother way they take care of them. Where they get some uncle bill for them. Where that person like that person they
knock him.
They misuse
the girl.
On the side, no small girl.
Oh.
Where the girl they grow late.
Oh.
I don't know. If
God.
What's your girl now? Baby bear said.
15, 16.
Oh.
15, 16. Yeah. So the girls like
First small
they
girl.
come by drugs my wife in the estate. In drugstore there. If you also, I think they
But you guys like they talk to the girl.
Bro, how you go talk to the girl?
No, this be the issue.
I think the approach should be talking to the grandmother. Because if you talk to the girl, say, what? She not get.
No. It's about having direct contact to the victim, bro. One thing we for understand,
and also to the house as well.
Exactly. Listen, I believe that. Listen, this is if it was the mom and the dad, it would have been a different approach.
Yeah,
they're not there. It be the grandmother idea. So even if you have an effect on the victim, at the end of the day, she still goes home to the grandmother and to the same uncle. So it's like, so you have to tackle it from the house
and
before you take the victim away.
Every morning when you wake up, you are still going to see his face.
That's what I'm saying.
And this is where things get a bit tricky. That's what I'm saying, say, when you have direct contact with the person, with the victim, then you know the space where the girl is in. Because right now, if you go the house there, the probability somebody who wants to go is high. So the girl opening up is very low.
So what make you think that the girl is going to open up to you and tell you?
Exactly. So it's about when you have direct contact with the person and you make the girl feel safer with you. That is where the woman, like that kid, gets out of that shell. So because she is thinking, say, it is my uncle and my grandmother that is taking care of me.
Yeah.
So when you're having that direct contact with that kid and making that kid understand, say, don't be scared. If a man critical or crampo now, you don't be a show. Because see, and the girl never can or go back to the same house.
Yes.
So no,
because I'm taking it from this angle, right? I'm taking it from No, Matthias.
No. Kingsley know the Bible. What are they?
You know the Bible.
If the girl, it can't talk, say, oh, my uncle they do so to me. So right now, we make our mind say, okay, the more we go to the house there, go talk to the girl in grandma mommy. If you go talk to the girl in grandma mommy, the probability say, send an kind of earlier on with the mentality of we protecting a family.
Yeah.
And they say in your family. Do you understand me? The moment that mentality comes in,
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
the next movie on
Yeah. And the thing is, you people are not going to stay with the kid in the same house.
Which is why I was saying, let's give that child let's have that direct contact to the child. When you have that direct contact to the child, then you give her that safe space to open up and tell you everything that is happening. Then you know, you attack it from the outside and not from the inside.
Okay.
Because now you have to get that kid out of that space.
Yeah.
To save her.
Can you take the girl out?
No.
If you go report this case right now.
But if you go report the case. If the girl is not willing to talk, what evidence do you have?
Then we can say,
and me too. I'm looking at it like with the short term eye. Because listen,
I think I do get your point.
Because you're talking from you creating a safe environment for the girl to open up to you and talk to you. So until she opens up that safe environment for her to share this to you, this is going to still continue in the house.
Exactly.
So if it's going to take 2 years for her, no, I'm just saying, you don't know. People adapt different.
Yes.
Or be adaptive fast, or be adaptive slow. It may be, let's say she's a slow adapter. So for that 2 years, Papa Ndek also didn't.
And I don't believe, I understand.
But the thing is, if you go direct, hey, you hands up, it's like point blank period.
Yeah, point blank period. But are you going there with the police?
I'm not going there with the police, but you can go to I'm afraid of Crampo saying Waju.
Yeah, but with the Waju, they will obviously need proofs.
Yes, so with the Waju, wait. With the Waju, even if the girl is not really willing to talk, they can do how do they call it? Is it swap test or vagina, whatever, to see how her
exactly.
So that one, even if she doesn't talk, at least they have that evidence that the girl has been molested. Then they can use that against the man. But right now, if you go and the girl is not willing to talk.
Yeah, but the question, we are even talking about this because the girl has opened up.
But wait, she talked to somebody.
Yeah. She talked. We are talking about this because the girl has
so if she talked to Madame, then,
and that is what I'm saying.
And for the girl to be able to open up, I think.
Hey, maybe actually they can also one come into
right now the girl will be like, okay, then this woman has given me that safe space to open up. So with that, if they are going to catch up with the victim, the girl will still open up because she knows that at the end, this woman is going to protect me no matter what.
But how is she going to protect me?
Listen, facing the victim is different from talking to somebody without the victim. Your uncle this, your grandfather, your grandmother this, you this. Yeah,
the victim
this. Papa we in here. It's different. That's why in the law court, you this talk. Hey, this man said you did this. Is it true or not? That one is different from talking to someone in closed doors. So like, let's say I believe that you can create that. Yeah, the safer environment. I agree, but I'm just talking about the longevity of it. So let's say you can say, okay, just give her some sort of assurance.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you go, or even if you say and they say they are not going to pay your school fees, I'm going to do that. Or there's this, but I even think there's how do you say, like there's a program for these things that even if the girl is affected with school, Waju has like this scholarship thing
that they do.
Yeah, that they do, exactly. That they can enroll her in school without paying fees for some time and things like that.
Yeah, which is what I was trying to push across all this while. It's about creating that safe environment for the girl to understand that she's safe at the end of the day. So, do you understand me? Because if you don't give her assurance, say you feel on the man when you are out of the house, we are going to get you somewhere to stay. We are going to take care of you. Because now she has nobody apart from her grandmother and uncle. Do you understand me? So that's all I'm just talking about. It's about finding that safety net for her. If I talk about this, am I safe?
Yeah.
She's there because she doesn't feel safe.
Yeah.
No, but from what he also said, it looks as if it's not like the person created the safe space for her to talk. It was more or less like the person threatened her to talk. Exactly. The person was like, if you don't say what you're going to use this drug for, I'm not going to sell it to you. No, not like threatening us. No, I'm like something like that. Like I said, there was a little bit of force.
He's making.
Yeah. What I say? There was a general, like a little bit of force. So I don't know how to.
Well,
it's a bit delicate.
Yeah, so. in situations like this, it's very sad. It does happen in our society a lot. Okay. Nevertheless, I believe everything that we all said, will definitely get to fall in good ears.
Another thing to have come my head inside.
Which is?
So my previous area where I was still like somewhere around Teshinungwa. The guys there, like, those guys, the taxi drivers and things like that. There was this general thing going on that they say the kids that like the ages between 14 to 16, they are good in bed than how do you say, like the yeah. So they were sleeping with the kids, like
what?
To me who GSS to know him. Can say you start classing my wife, and it was something that they were like saying.
I'm not like, surprised because most people make it.
Yeah, it's something that is there. Serious. I'm not kidding. Serious matter. Let me say then say what. Let me say then say I did there. I did there.
Age where the 16 years then boy juma kama.
I say I didn't feel.
The 16 years then.
And even sometimes like to probe further, like they even show me the girl. I was like, Charlie, they're so innocent, bro. Like I was Charlie, like this is like your wow yemba.
They're illiterate.
Wow, yemba. Say a girl who need this. And you stop. So I believe also another angle to tackle this thing is also the mentalities of these people, because the elites, like, because they don't see the need for it. So if you sensitize it, like, this is not done. This is not done. Maybe the person is in some form of hardship because you are there to help the person. So there's no like, this grandmother issue. No one is paying for your fees. Unko school, I was like, I didn't know unko school, mini school fees. And you make school. Board there. And you may have been famous better. They bring them house. They start for there. But then the kid too will say, if I don't give you the pum pum, you no go pay my school fees for me. So even if I don't like safe, sake of my school fees sake,
I go do them.
It's just sad. It's just sad, but that's the reality.
Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below because we cry my bottle.
It's crazy, bro.
Charlie, are really weak. But
and I think things like this, the society does report it. So it has become a norm.
The society now can see society, no. It be me
the society there be.
What are they talking?
The thing is, if the victim doesn't open up, can you be able to help?
And if you educate the society, would the way illiterate into the winning?
Mimi illiterate.
No, example now. I say,
that's okay.
Example now, but on castle, we know.
Make a fight time.
Why you want fight time?
I'm illiterate.
So I can't fight it.
Baba Phil.
No, but the thing is, like this education thing that we are talking about.
Yeah.
Like we talking about tackling it from the grassroots. It's you educating the people in their local dialect. Because these people, they don't understand this English. So I know the item 13 no be charging no call or baby, but on fast talk to them in their language, let them understand. Say say let them know, let them understand the gravity of this. But if you go and do rubbish,
so yes, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, do so right away.
I think if they also have problems too, they can also share it in the comment section.
Yeah,
everyone can.
I just as much as I'm sharing in the DMs, so what you say.
Yeah, I don't have any motivation. No, if you want to give up, give up.
I'm signing out. These people, you are not letting me sign out. Oh, Charlie. Hey, what do you do? Yapon.